Students, let's continue with cycle time management. This one is series 2. And we're going to calculate about related to OT or overtime. Given the average turns per start is 60 or the uppercase T, right? That's the turns per start. Let's say we want an increase in 20 wafers out per day. That's the number of wafers that we want to process more. Engineer working 5 days per week, and engineer work for one day work they can process 15 turns per day, and when they work for 8 hours per day, 5 additional engineers required. So this is exceed requirement. Okay, you just want to increase the number of wafers, 20 wafers. So you begin with looking for a number of turns increase per day. Okay, so you simply multiply 60 turns per start, or the uppercase T. This one is what? This one is the for one wafer you need to process 60 turns or 60 steps or 60 move, and you want to increase the number of wafer 20 wafers per day. Start is mean in this case is the wafer. Okay, so start cancel out. You have what 1,200 turns per day. Okay, so that's the number of turns increases per day. Now you're looking for additional engineers. One day an engineer can process what 15 turns per day or 15 processes per day, and they work 8 hours per day. So one day they can make a number of processes or number of turns to be what 15 multiplied by 8. This gives you 120 turns per day. And for additional engineer required, for one engineer you can work for one day you can process 120 turns, but additional turns per day is the 1200. So you simply divided 1200 by 120 turns per day, and that's give you a number of additional engineers. Okay, just repeat that again. It's quite straightforward. Now look at the past final exam. That's the 2551 about the cycle time. For a factory that's have a daily wafer turns is the 20k turns per day. That's mean that's ability for the factory to run processes per day. They can do the process 20k moves per day or 20k turns steps per day. That's the actuator, the lowercase t, right? If you still remember. And turn per wish per start, that's uppercase T. This means you are required to run process what T per wafer to complete all the processes until you get the final product. And given G is there 99.5%, ask you to calculate for what daily wafer outs or outs. As I mentioned before, outs actually start multiplied by yield, and now you look for start. Start is the um, daily wafer turns divided by turn per wafer start. That will give you the number of wafers. Right? Start actually is the number of wafer that you need to go through, all processes. And daily wafer turns the 20K, and turns per wafer start the 61. So that's give you about 327 wafers. That's become your start, and your out simply multiply start by yield. That's the 327, and your yield is 99.5 or 0.995. Sorry, that's give you about 326 wafers. All right. 5 by 2. Calculate for daily wafer or WIP. And actually, we did this before. That start or WIP equal to daily wafer turns divided by turns per wafer start. Of course, this gives you also 327 wafer. So you can see the difference between start and out. Out simply equal to start multiplied by yield. If U is equal to 100 or 1, your out is going to be start. So all products are good. Okay, last one. Calculate for daily wafer input or WIP for the factory. If you want to reduce WIP 5,000 or 5K wafers in 6 months. Okay, so daily, that's mean per day, just about math. Number of wafers reduces in 1 day, that's equal to 5,000 wafer divided by number of days. So you have 6 months. 1 month is about 30 days per month. So month cancel out. So you end up with 27 wafers. Actually, this one is supposed to have per days. I just ignore that. So your new WIP daily wafer in going to or equal to before this, right? You have 327, and you minus number of wafer reduces per day. So you have 327 minus 27. This gives you 300 wafers. Okay, that's the past final exam related to cycle time management. The final exam were 2551, long time ago. Okay.